Hello everyone. Today with a new city, the lost city of Dwarka. Off the coast of the western state of Gujarat in India lies a mysterious site that could possibly be the legendary lost city of Dwaraka mentioned in ancient texts. But what makes this so intriguing is that it was submerged around 9,500 years ago, according to some estimates, which would make it far older than the Egyptian pyramids. Could this really be the legendary city from Hindu mythology? Let's take a look at the facts. The first mention of the city of Dwaraka appears in the ancient Indian epic Mahabharata, where it is described as an opulent and prosperous city ruled by Lord Krishna himself, according to the text. Dwarka was situated on the western coast of India and was known for its great wealth and advanced civilization. Unfortunately, the exact location of Dwarka was never specified in these ancient texts, which has made it difficult to pinpoint its whereabouts. But scholars believe it may have been located somewhere near the modern-day city of Dwarka, Gujarat. According to Hindu mythology, Dwaraka was founded by Lord Krishna around 2467 BCE, after he left his previous kingdom of Mathura. In the epic poem, it is said that Krishna ruled over a vast empire that extended from the Himalayas in the north to the ocean in the south. However, the city's reign didn't last forever. Eventually, Krishna's descendants lost the kingdom, and the city fell into disrepair and was ultimately destroyed. Many legends speak about how the sea swallowed the city whole and sank it into the depths. Historians are still baffled by the disappearance of such a great civilization, and the only remnants that remain today are some scattered archaeological findings and oral traditions. Over the centuries, many rulers have claimed that they possessed the secret location of the lost city. But none of their claims have been substantiated with any concrete evidence. Because of all this mystery surrounding the city's whereabouts, many myths and legends have sprung up over the years. Some claim that the city is cursed and those who seek it will never be successful. Others say that it can only be found during certain times of the year when the tides are just right. Regardless, people's fascination with this legendary city continues to grow. And as new discoveries are made, we may one day learn more about its history and uncover its secrets once and for all. A 2001 joint exploration by marine archaeologists from India and the United States may have finally discovered the lost city. According to reports, an ancient harbor was found off the coast of Dwaraka. This discovery was made by an Indian Coast Guard vessel named Samudra Pavani. The vessel was on a mission to study the Arabian Sea, when the team discovered a strange structure that resembled a massive wall about 3 kilometers offshore. Further investigations revealed that the wall was part of a larger structure that stretched as far as the ship's sonar could reach, roughly 15 kilometers. These structures were found at a depth ranging from 10 to 20 meters below sea level. What made this discovery even more exciting is that similar structures had previously been found near the town of Dwarka, suggesting they may have once been connected. If this is true, then it's possible that these structures could be the remains of Lord Krishna's ancient city. To confirm this theory, further excavations are needed to determine if the artifacts are actually from ancient times. Researchers from the National Institute of Ocean Technology, NIO, were called in to use a remotely operated vehicle, ROV, equipped with cameras and lights to explore the site. They soon discovered pillars, sculptures, and other architectural remains that appeared to be hundreds of years old. The sculptures depict various deities, including Lord Krishna, as well as scenes from ancient Hindu texts. Other objects recovered from the site include coins, pottery, and pieces of jewelry, all of which date back to the ancient period. These discoveries provided strong evidence that the site was indeed the legendary lost city of Dwarka. After 3 weeks of exploration, the team had collected over 2,500 photographs and video clips of the site, which they believe could be the largest archaeological find in human history. Since then, several theories have been proposed about the city's origins and purpose. Some scholars suggest that it was not just a religious center, but also served as an important port city during ancient times. This theory is supported by the fact that it was located on a major trade route between India and Mesopotamia. Others argue that it was a major cultural hub where merchants, travelers, and pilgrims from all over the world gathered to exchange ideas and goods. This could explain why so many different types of artifacts have been found at the site, as they likely represent the diverse cultures that once called Dwarka home. To date, 9 expeditions have been carried out to uncover the mysteries of this lost city. Each expedition has yielded fascinating new discoveries that shed light on the rich history and culture of ancient India. For example, one team found a statue of a sage holding a scroll, suggesting that the city may have been an important center for learning and scholarship. Another team discovered a series of interconnected chambers filled with ancient texts and artifacts, indicating that the city may have had a sophisticated understanding of engineering and architecture. Overall, the archaeological evidence suggests that the city was a highly developed urban center with a complex social and economic structure. It had advanced infrastructure, including sophisticated irrigation systems, as well as a robust trade network that extended far beyond the Indian subcontinent. Radiocarbon dating has helped establish an approximate timeline for when the city was occupied. According to initial findings, the city was inhabited from around 800 BCE to 150 CE, however. Recent research suggests that the city may have been continuously occupied for much longer. From at least 2500 BCE to 500 CE, this would suggest that the city played an important role in Indian society for over 2 millennia. Another interesting aspect of the excavations is the discovery of various foreign artifacts, such as Roman coins and glassware. This suggests that the city had links to the wider world and that it was part of a larger network of international trade. Additionally, the discovery of Buddhist and Jain artifacts indicates that the city was home to a diverse range of religious and spiritual traditions. This finding challenges the traditional view of ancient India as being predominantly Hindu and provides a more nuanced understanding of the religious landscape of the time. Despite these fascinating discoveries, there is still much that we don't know about the city. Its name, for example, has not been definitively confirmed. While most scholars agree that it is Dwarka, some believe that it may have been known by a different name in ancient times. The purpose of the city is also not entirely clear. We know that it was a major center of trade and commerce, but we don't know much about its political or social organization. Was it a kingdom, a religious sanctuary, or something else entirely? These questions remain unanswered, leaving us with more mysteries to solve. One of the most controversial aspects of the excavations is the belief held by some locals that the city is cursed. According to legend, anyone who tries to uncover its secrets will be cursed with bad luck or even death. This superstition has led to a reluctance among some people to participate in the excavations or even visit the site. However, the archaeologists have dismissed these claims as unfounded and have continued their work undeterred. Despite the curse, the discovery of this underwater city has been nothing short of remarkable. It has given us a unique window into the rich history and culture of ancient India and has allowed us to marvel at the ingenuity of our ancestors. Who knows what other secrets the deep waters may hold? Perhaps there are more lost cities waiting to be discovered, or perhaps even the mythical city of Atlantis. The possibilities are endless. It's possible that this underwater city may have existed before the Great Flood described in the Bible and other religious texts. There is evidence to suggest that a massive flood did occur around 11,500 years ago, which could have caused the destruction of many ancient civilizations. If this is true, then the city may have been lost beneath the waves for thousands of years until it was rediscovered recently. This would certainly explain why some of the artifacts found at the site date back so far. As mentioned earlier, radiocarbon dating has revealed that the site was inhabited from around 800 BCE to 150 CE, however. This doesn't necessarily mean that the city was abandoned afterwards. It's possible that it was still occupied but became increasingly isolated from other settlements. Over time, this could explain why there are fewer artifacts from later periods as the city's population declined and eventually disappeared altogether. The age of the underwater ruins, if indeed they are the lost city of Dwaraka, is truly mind-boggling. If we were to accept the more conservative estimate of 9,500 years, that means it predates Stonehenge by more than 6,000 years. It also predates the Egyptian pyramids by several thousand years, making them the oldest known major construction project in human history. If we were to accept the more speculative upper limit of 11,500 years, then it would push the city's origins back to the end of the last ice age. This would mean that the city was built by a civilization that possessed an advanced knowledge of engineering and urban planning, considering its size and complexity. However, there is currently no evidence to support the idea that humans were living in cities or building large structures during this time period. Most experts believe that cities only began to emerge around 5,000 years ago after the agricultural revolution. Thus, the existence of an underwater city this old would completely revolutionize our understanding of human history. It would force us to rethink everything we know about the development of human civilization, and would open up all sorts of new questions and possibilities. What do you think about the lost city of Dwarka? Do you think it really existed, or is it just a myth? What could it possibly have looked like, and what happened to its inhabitants? Let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching. See you next time.